This is saving my battery. I might get to Newcastle now. Morning, Pat mates. So we're here in Alston. I've been kindly put up by the Templecroft bed and breakfast last night. They've spoilt me rotten. We've just come down to this secluded lane, and now everybody in Alston wants to come down this secluded lane because ITV are here to film my journey. I'm going to have to move the trike now. Hold on. It's just bloody typical, isn't it? Oosh.
It's the busiest street in Alston, this one.
Yeah, it is now, we're it. So, you can see how quiet this lane is, but since we've got here, everybody wants to be down here. It's a beautiful spot, this village, Alston. And if you do get to visit Templecroft bed and breakfast, you won't be disappointed. Taco wasn't. This is Kieran from ITV, Border News. He's famous now. Now he's on my YouTube.
Exactly. Fame at last.
You're the guy who suffered 40-degree burns?
40% burns to my body.
40%.
How did you hear about that?
I saw it on the TV and they mentioned an e-trike. I've never even heard of an e-trike.
And we're just down this little secluded lane in Alston, and you've recognised us. That's brilliant. That means we're getting some momentum, doesn't it, on this?
It does, yes, absolutely.
So you probably heard us on the radio yesterday, BBC Radio Cumbria?
Yes.
Yeah. We're going to be on ITV in the next day or two. This guy's here from ITV.
Well, normally we crop that field there as an allotment.
Right.
And we rent out that field there for a lass to keep her ponies in, but
Yeah.
it's recovering at the moment. But I've been poorly and the wife's just had a new whip, so we haven't done any gardening this year.
And mine. It's quite nice when it's wild anyway.
Yes.
The wildlife prefers it wild.
And then, Lee, if it's all, you've been obviously recording quite a bit and putting stuff on your social media.
Yeah.
Am I alright to just, if I need some covering shots, to just nab some every now and
Yeah,
then?
sure. Yeah.
Actually, I haven't got a wide shot of the actual trike. That's probably how handy.
Hello again. We're on the climb out of Alston, and we've had an interesting morning. ITV Border News came and filmed my story, my journey. Really cool. Anyway, I think we've got a bucket wheel, as I've already told you. About 4 miles from Nenthead, and apparently there's a bike mechanic there. I'm going to go and get him to have a look at my wheels. And yeah, short day today, 28 kilometres, 600 metres of ascent. It's quite a lot for a short distance. Yesterday I think was something like 58 kilometres and 880 metres of ascent. It's, yeah, I love the amount. Apparently I was on the telly yesterday. So the BBC up north put me on the news one day, and they just regurgitated an old story that they filmed me last year after I'd got out of hospital. So I'm assuming, I think they're coming to film when I get to the RVI. So we'll see. But yeah, we was on the telly box again yesterday. How is it? Well, I hope I'm not here too long, but that was very worrying. That's not happened before. Something, I don't know if, I think this wheel's buckled, and I think this is slightly buckled and it's catching the brake disc. Right. I'm hoping it's not the motor anyway. Yeah. So it's putting it through its paces, but it's going to need some TLC sooner than I hope. Watch your back. No, well, they're from York.
Are they?
Yeah. They're based in York. Looks like there's a speed camera down here. You better be careful. There's a speed camera at the bottom.
Rain's not going to get any water.
Nah, just a bit of drizzle, I think. Yeah, I'm going to Rook up tonight. Staying in Rook up, and then I'm Newcastle tomorrow.
Just sitting out.
This is my third day riding. I'm going too fast for you, mate. A bit of a convoy here, look. Bit of a convoy here. On the coast to coast route. This chap here's a local, and the three others are doing Workington to Newcastle. We're in Dent-to-Head now, and I've got to find this bike shop because there's some very worrying noises coming from the front wheel. Let's hope that this chap can help. Let's see what happens. Good girl. So the sign there, 15%, now it's gone up to 17%. I was just in a little village called Nent-Head. Little bike mechanic there. Sorted out my buckled wheel the best he could. And didn't charge me, which was really nice. And Ted, the older chap that was riding with me for a little bit, he stopped, bought me a coffee, chucked us 20 quid, and then two little ladies saw the trike outside the village shop and popped in and gave me a load of coins. Just spent an hour getting my bike repaired and raised about £29. And the ladies that had seen me in the shop, or outside the shop, said they'd seen us on, heard us on the radio yesterday on BBC Cumbria. So yeah, can't believe the traction that this is gaining. Talking of traction, this battery, I've done 9 kilometres in total. This battery, first battery's almost dead. Something not right with that. Because I've done a few big hills, but nothing compared to yesterday. So there's a bit of concerning. Whether it's something to do earlier, there was a bit of a crunching noise and felt like the motor wanted to pack up. 3 days in. And the battery is just literally drained. And I don't know why, because I'm only 9 kilometres in. And I've still got a bit of a pass here to take. So I think it'll be a record having to change my battery after about 10 kilometres. Not good. So we've crossed the entire width of Cumbria from west to east. Just had a big climb. Now we've entered England's border county. Oh, England's border country, Northumberland. What do you say, Taco? Cats. Pussycats. Where's those cats? Where's the pussycats? Where's the pussycats? Northumberland, we are in you. It's very atmospheric along the Pennines today in the mist. And we've got a bit of a downhill stretch now, which we need. That was a long climb. Problems, but we shall overcome. Onwards to glory. So we've got to go down here, but if you can see in the distance, a long ascent, which I'm hoping is the last. Well, I don't know. Let's see if this motor doesn't cut out on me again. Currently on the last big climb of the day. It's very steep, quite slippery as well. Tacho's off. I just changed batteries at the bottom because my first battery's juiced. We're gonna get up here. I don't know how steep it looks on camera, but I assure you, it's bloody steep. I've got the elevation profile on my phone. I don't know if you can see it. And I wish I'd discovered that earlier. It's really nice to see that this is the last climb of the day. Hilly day. Although all the big steep hills in a much shorter distance. And coming across the Pennines, it's a tough gig. If I can make it. There's so many people gobsmacked at what I'm doing. He just rode past going, yes! Well, we're in our third county of the expedition. We're on our last big climb of the day. And we're at County Durham. Land of the Prince Bishops. I don't know how I've got up here because the motor, I think, is shagged. Literally coming up that pass there, I've had to stop. The motor's cut out every minute, grinding to a halt. It's giving me an error in that message, and then thankfully I've managed to get it going again, and then within a minute or two it's done the same again. So I've literally limped up this pass. We're all downhill from here today, and then tomorrow is reasonably flat, but even on the slight inclines today, the motor's been cutting out. So I think either we've found its limitations, or yeah, maybe I'm just too heavy. I don't know. But it's only today that it started doing this, so it's is that the expedition over? 3 days in. 3 days in on a planned possibly a year and a half that I was going to ride around the UK, then to Cape Town, and we've got to County fucking Durham, and we're limping already with the motors. I think the motor's just shagged. Sad. I've told the sponsors who, but bless their hearts, they're not very responsive, so no one's read my messages. So we'll go down here, we'll get into our accommodation tonight and get warm and dry. And yeah, see what happens tomorrow, eh? See you down the hill. Mines. Pennines Mines. A little nod to the industrial era of this landscape. Oh no, I thought we're done with ascents. Pretty cool, that. There's a little sign here if you'd like a little history lesson. I can tell you what the crack is. It's called Grove Rake Mine. Grove Rake Mine lead ore was mined here from the 17th century until near the end of the 19th century. In the 20th century, the mine was reopened for fluorspar, which had become valuable in the steel and chemical industries. It closed in 1999, as recent as that. It's very atmospheric, I've already said that, but isn't it cool? 1999. Mineral veins mined here and across the North Pennines formed around 290 million years ago. Hot minimal rich fluids moved through cracks in the rocks, and as they cooled, the minerals crystallized inside the cracks. Fluorite minerals. Several mineral veins containing galena, lead ore, and other minerals meet near here. The remains of other mines can be seen up and down the valley. I think I've passed a few, but not as close as this. Anyway, every day's a school day. What do you reckon, Taco? I know. Such a positive start to the day, and then this motor problem has yeah, shot the anxiety levels up, because it feels like this is a big problem. It's not something that's fixed by a mechanic, and it's only 3 days in. Oh my god. But anyway, let's not sit here and dwell. I'll give you a history lesson. Now go away and let me get to my accommodation. Right, we've arrived. There's a trike, and yes, I am staying in this caravan. How cool is this? I know at first glance it doesn't seem much, but after a long day climbing the fells on that trike with the issues it's had, this is all I need in my life right now. The batteries are charging. Got me dinner for later. I've got a kettle, but I don't think it's on. I don't think it's working. Maybe. Who knows? Taco's down here. She's still not eating her dinner. And this is me for the night. This'll do. Strange day. I'll show you in the bunkhouse later. There's a lovely bunkhouse here with dormitory and a shower and all that jazz. So, and the lady here is so lovely. She's quite getting on a bit, I'd say. And she actually asked if I was open to staying for free to help her around the place. I think it's getting a bit much for her now. So if there's anyone out there that wants a break in the Pennines, in a little village called Rookup, and wants to just come and get away and work for free, for your accommodation and your food, there's a little lady here that's looking for some help. You could live in a caravan, just like this. Oh, right, that's me. Don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. Honestly, don't, with the issues I've had with that motor today. I don't know if I'm going to get to Newcastle. I think there's about 60 kilometres to Newcastle. I just don't know if I'm going to make it, but we'll find out. Let's see what happens. Pretty cool place. Little kitchen there. I'm the only person here tonight. Look at the oven. The Haga, or whatever. That's a wood-fired stove, isn't it? Don't know why I thought that was an oven. And just in case you think I'm getting spoilt every night, like my previous guests, this is what I've rustled up tonight. Butterless bread, because there is no butter. Couscous and mackerel. Mackerel fillets in tomato sauce. So, got a spot of bother. I've come out this morning. The manufacturer's advice was to just unplug all the connections to the ECU. Which I've done. It's all dry, all looking new. And I tried to do it a few times, but we're not having any luck. I've been on the phone to them, and I guess there's not much you can do. You're at the mercy when you're down to electrics. At the mercy of electrics. So let's try plugging this back in again and see where we're at. So the remedy that the guys, the sponsors Jorvik, have given me isn't working. I've tried it several times now, and I've just got no life. There's no life in the screen. Apparently the error message means it's something to do with the connection, but I don't know, but I think I'm going to be stranded here for a while. Either that, or I try and use pedal power alone. Thankfully it is a lot of downhill today, so I'll just see how far we can get with no motor. It's just, normally it would be okay, but with the weight that I carry and tacho, I don't think it's going to work. But I'm not going to wait here and find out, so let's go and see what happens. Sad times, sad times. But at least if I can get to Newcastle today, I'm there for a few days, so we might be able to get something sorted while I'm there. So yeah, let me pack up, wheel this trike up this hill. There's one hill before I think it's all down. Looking at the elevation profile on the route, a lot of it is downhill. How feasible it is that I can pedal power 55, 58 kilometers today is very unlikely, I think, but we'll see. Right, we've left the bunkhouse, and although I've got no control over the resistance or anything today, and my screen's completely dead, and the battery, once I started just pedaling just to see what happened, then it's working, but I have no control over the amount of resistance I got, so I think it's max, which I really don't need because I've got like 49 kilometers today. So mostly downhill. So I think we'll get to Newcastle just limping. But let's touch wood, because we're not there yet and things could go wrong. So there appears to be a connection problem with one of these connections here. Error 30 apparently means that. So it looks like I'm going to be riding downhill most of the day, but I've got a 17% incline coming up. Yeah. So we'll keep you in the loop, kids. Bombing away on full assistance. And done a fairly busy road, but it's good. I've got a big climb, one big climb today. And then it's effectively all downhill to the Tyne. So I'll keep my battery on until I'm at the top of the climb, and then I'm going to turn it off. Keep your fingers crossed, kids. Tucker's loving the life on the back. We're driving through this green and pleasant land. Oh dear, kids. Crawleyside Bank, this is called. Oh dear, so steep. I'm pushing it up. It's about 17% gradient. Thankfully, I can use the throttle just to assist me a little bit pushing it up. I'll try and demonstrate. But it's taking Jesus, there's still such a long way to go up this hill. I don't know if you can see just how steep this is. Well, we didn't expect to get all the way around the UK without any problems. Hills are one, but obviously error codes and are another. Right, I'll see you at the top. Just stop interrupting me when I'm doing these stupid things. Just so you can sit there in the comfort of your own home, watching me suffer. Oh, what a finale to the coast to coast. I'm doing as much walking as I am riding, because these bloody great big, it's just not getting on today. But we're staying positive. It's just not ideal. Whew, right, I think we can get back on now. God. Do you like my sunnies? By Block Eyewear. Do it look like a proper cyclist. Thanks, Block. One more big hill after that Crawleyside Bank was hell. Sheep just chilling out on the gravel, look. Poor old Taco's having to run across the Pennine moors. There'll be reports of black dog spotted, wild black dog spotted on the Pennines. Right, let's get up this pass. And then we've got one more hill today, and then the rest is downhill. Crawleyside Bank. There's the Pennines. Right. Oh my God. I think we're at the top of Crawleyside. I don't know if you can see how steep that hill is. Oh my God, I just had to push it all the way up. Oh, there's an ambulance. Help! So, oh, it's a beautiful day though. So I think all downhill, one more hill later in the day. But yeah, it's all good fun, kids. I think it's all downhill now until later on. A few undulations, but doesn't look like anything like what we've just done. It's really nice, this little community that rides this route coast to coast. I'm just chatting to a guy intermittently. Just thank you for visiting Weardale. You are bloody welcome. Just been chatting to a guy at the top of the pass there. He's on his way to Newcastle. And no hills now for a while, so we might be alright. Taco's back on the back. The Pennines are still quite stunning. The weather's lovely, touch wood. Still no visual, but we've got no hills, so hopefully one more hill to push up later on. But for now, let's try and have some plain sailing, please. Thank you. Oh my god, this last hill seems to be taking ages. I'm just really trying to save the battery as much as I can. Poor old Taco. It's 1 hill. I mean, it's supposedly downhill, but I'm looking at the elevation profile, but it's kind of spread over quite a distance, so there are more hills than it seems on the elevation profile. It's been a nightmare today, absolute nightmare. Thankfully the weather's been good, although we have run out of water now, and I haven't seen anywhere to get any water for a long time. But I think everything we need is on the other side of this hill. Apparently there's another 17% incline, so I think we'll just get into it. Let's do it. 17% incline. This is a long climb, this one. It's the last one of the day, I think, because most of the day I've been using just pedal power and walking up hills, so I'm definitely going to have to walk up some of this hill. Poor Taco has to as well. Yeah. Oh, maybe it's... Oh, I've got to go down first. So... And then we're going up. Giving up. And this kind of chap, what's your name, mate?
Axel.
Axel is going to give me a tow up the top of the hill because the motor is not playing. And I should be able to coast down to Newcastle from there. It's just this last hill. We'll see how this goes. So shall I just hold on to it?
Yeah.
Because then I can at least let go if it gets a bit gnarly.
I usually have my dog there if you want to put your dog.
Can she go in there? Yeah, because it'd be a bit less weight. Pop of water.
You want to get in there?
Taco's going to get in there. She won't want to leave me, but as long as she can see me through the back, she'll be fine. You going to get in? Good girl.
Go on, you are right.
She's like, I'll take a free ride. Dad keeps making me go up the hills.
When you get past these, where are you going to go from Cumbria inside, do you know?
From where?
So you're sort of the inside now.
Oh, I don't know. I'm just following this commute coast to coast. So on this route, just after this hill, it says there's probably one small ascent left and then it's all downhill to Newcastle.
I mean, yeah.
I should be able to cope with it, but these 17%, I'm having to walk up the hills with this motor.
I imagine they'd probably try and get you as close to the river as possible and then follow the Keelman's way, which is quite flat.
I don't know, I'm just doing it unsupported.
Yeah, alright.
But
well, we'll give this a go, buddy. We'll see how it goes.
yeah, if it's only just up to the top of this hill, that's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of, there's like a little bit, and then there's like some stables.
Yeah.
It's just, we'll see how far we can get here.
Right.
I've got the windows down and the music off. So
Nice. And I'll see how much slack I need, and then I can give you a bit.
yeah, definitely.
And I might set this up because this will be bloody interesting.
Oh, definitely.
Right, let's see how this goes. Yeah, try. Hold on. I might need to wrap it round the... Right, now try. That's better. Yeah, seems alright. Can you see Taco in the back there? Thank God for this long dog lead that West Coast Farmers gave me, or sponsored Taco, but it's actually come in useful as a tow rope. You know, now to get out of getting out of big hills, I'm going to do this on every steep hill. This is saving my battery, and I might get to Newcastle now. What a guy. Axel just pulled up, towed me up that massive hill. Now I might have enough battery to get to Newcastle. Here we go. I think he's actually he's behind me now. After all our excitement, we're now in, I don't know where we are. Where are we? I've no idea. We're in the next little town. And, me and Taco sharing some £1 Swedish meatballs and a can of Coke. And Scott on it. Hello Scott, whoever you are. A bit gnarly coming across here. It's got to be done. 5 kilometres from the hotel. We're here. Hotel. We're here, Taco. Me?
Yeah.
I have a reservation.
What's the name on it?
It'd be Taylor.
And the first name?
Lee.
You staying for 2 nights?
I am.
Complimentary.
Complimentary. And said I could put my trike in one of your conference rooms.
one of the conferences.
How you doing? Kindly sponsored by the Crown Plaza. We'll say taco. Well earned pint of Guinness. Taco's never been so happy to see a hotel. Look at her making herself at home. Gonna have this, won't be having too many of these at £7.25 each. Oof. But yeah, it's day 4 done. Definitely the hardest. Shouldn't have been the hardest, but it was. Won't go into too much, but yeah, a reasonable. Been a bit of a disagreement with the sponsors. I'll leave it at that. Just running the shower and then remembered. Perhaps I haven't showed you my room. Look at that. I've got so much adrenaline going today. I think I'm going to look at that weather out there. Beautiful. So much adrenaline going. I think I'm going to have a shower and I'm going to have a little walk into... I can't go past the mirror, can I? Because I've got nothing on. I'm going to have a walk and... don't know if you saw anything. Going to have a walk into town, have a beer. Grab a pizza or something and just, kick back